I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. 99% of what you've heard about e-commerce is a complete lie. The screenshots, the rented Lambos, the gurus selling you this dream, meanwhile they're just making all their money by selling you the dream. Yeah, none of that. That's not the real game. The truth is, e-commerce moving into 2026 is a completely different beast. The strategies that made kids like me in 2020 millions of dollars, they don't exist anymore. AI has completely leveled the playing field, and ad costs have risen over 20% year on year and have started to wipe out the competition. The days of throwing up a shitty Shopify store around a crappy product and running Facebook ads are completely gone forever. But here's the part that nobody's talking about. While most people keep chasing outdated tactics, a select few are quietly using a new playbook to get rich. To build stores that reach $1,000 a day on autopilot without having to gamble away thousands of dollars on ads. And in this video, I'm pulling back the curtain step by step to show you exactly how to win in the dropshipping game in 2026. No fluff, no bullshit revenue screenshots, and no fake promises. All right, so here's the truth that nobody's telling you. Ad costs have doubled. The days of spending $20 on a Facebook campaign and waking up to sales overnight are over. AI made starting easier and competition 10 times fiercer. Anybody can spin up a dropshipping store in a matter of minutes, which means you're now fighting thousands of low-effort clones every single day. Platforms like TikTok Shop have become far more competitive, which means they're not just handing out free organic traffic anymore. You need a bulletproof strategy combined with actually good content if you want to see results. And customers, they're not stupid anymore either. They're sick of seeing random cheap crap on scammy looking websites, and they'll no longer buy from you unless you have a real brand that they like and trust. So yeah, you can still make millions of dollars online. In fact, the opportunity is bigger than ever, but the old game is completely dead. The people who are gonna win in 2026 are not the ones copy pasting somebody else's store. They're the ones who understand and step into this new reality. The attention and distribution is now more important than some winning product itself. The content is now more important than cheap tricks like some Facebook ad strategy, and having a real brand is way more important than some one-time cash grab. Now, I'm going to show you step by step how to play this new game, even if you're starting from absolute zero. Your first move is going to be product selection, but not how you've been taught. Stick with me here because this will change how you see the entire business model. So let's get one thing straight. If your product sucks, nothing else matters. You can have the cleanest website, the fanciest ads, a PhD in marketing, but if you picked the same garbage that's being blasted on every single copy-paste website, and there's thousands of them every single day, you're dead before you even start. And this is where most beginners fail. They treat product research like throwing darts in the dark. Oh, this went viral once, 2 years ago. Yeah, that's the formula for burning your time and your money. Here's how you actually find products that make money in 2026's new game. And I call it the AAA formula, because a winning product now needs to check 3 boxes, not just one. Firstly, we've got attention. You see, every sale starts with a scroll stopper. If you can't win someone's attention in just 2 seconds with your product, then you don't have the right product. So if you jump on TikTok and you type in something like TikTok made me buy it, TikTok finds, or Amazon besties, you want to look for products that have proof of virality, that are working really well for somebody else, even just on organic videos. But here's the twist that most people miss. You can't just chase virality alone. You have to chase recreatable virality. If you can't film a handful of different marketing angles or even 20 different videos of the product that doesn't scream, watch this again on camera, then you probably don't have the right product. So now the second component is angle, because after you have attention, that's great, but attention without a story dies fast and hard. The new consumer doesn't just want some random gadget. They want to buy a product that makes them feel something. Ask yourself, does this solve a real problem, and can I wrap it up into an emotional story? Here's an example. Let's take a $15 posture corrector, which was a very hot product that I sold, I think, 4 years ago. You see, on its own, boring, but positioning it as the silent fix for years of back pain that your doctor is hiding from you. Well, boom. With that marketing angle, you just turned this basic, boring ass product into an absolute must-have. Now, the third component, availability. And this is really your moat. So don't just copy what's on everybody else's AliExpress dropshipping list. That's where 99% of people lose. You need something that's either not saturated yet, which means only a few stores out there are selling it, or that you can source easily and you can do so better than your competitors. You need to find a way to add value, to add availability to your customers, and a reason why they should buy from you as opposed to anywhere else. Now, one of the best ways to validate the uniqueness and the lack of availability from other places is to straight up ask your suppliers, hey, how many orders is this currently doing? Now, if they say, oh, it's selling like crazy, it's selling thousands of units a day, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but what we need to look at is we need to look at the change in order volume, which means that if it was only selling 100 units a month ago, but today it's selling 1,000, then that shows that this product is on an upward trend and a lot of people are interested in buying into this market right now. So during your product research, I want you to repeat this process over and over again and make sure that your product passes all three checks: attention, angle, and availability. And what this is going to allow you to do is, instead of throwing spaghetti at a wall like every other broke beginner, you're stacking the odds in your favor from the moment you start to test a single product. Look, the new e-commerce game isn't about who can copy the fastest, which it was before, to be honest. Now it's about who can think differently. If you can learn to pick products that are attention-grabbing, emotional, and hard to copy, then you're not just dropshipping anymore. You're building a real business with a competitive moat. And in just a minute, I'll show you how to turn that product into a high converting store with just a few clicks, no wasted time, no overthinking, so that you can start making sales fast. But first, save the AAA formula because it's going to be able to make you money for years if you stick to it. Okay, so now you got your product. Here's where most beginners completely blow it. They treat their first store like they're designing apple.com. Endless hours picking colors, fancy animations, scarcity and urgency pop-ups. I've even seen spin the wheel crap coming up, hiring some $500 an hour designer on Fiverr who's never built a store in his life before. Let me save you months of pain. In 2026, your website does not sell your product. Your offer and your marketing do. Literally, the only purpose of your website is to get your customer from point A to point B as fast and as frictionless as possible. You do not want to overwhelm them here. Because here's the truth. Nobody cares about your logo. Nobody cares about your 10-page about us and why we started. Nobody cares that you spent 4 hours picking a font on your website. They care about one thing. Do I want this product? And can I buy it? So here's the formula people are using to get results extremely fast. And I call it the 3-section store. All you have to do is make sure your landing page covers these 3 bases. Number 1, a hero section. You need a big, bold, benefit-driven claim, or perhaps multiple. 2 to 3 clean images, GIFs, or videos of the product in action, and then a simple buy now or add to cart button above the fold. Second, you need a proof section. This could be just a handful of bullet points explaining the benefits of the product. This could be a before and after transformation or testimonials of people who have bought the product and got the exact result they're looking for. You should be able to build massive trust in 20 seconds tops with this section. And the third section is a closing section. At the bottom of your product page, you should have an FAQ that just kills and handles any objection that the consumer might have. Does this work on cats or just dogs? What's the shipping time like? Does this product have a lifetime guarantee, or what happens when it breaks, etc., etc. That's it. No fluff, no scarcity, no urgency crap, no rabbit holes, just a clean path to the checkout. And this is all because speed matters more than perfection. And here's why this matters. In the new e-commerce game, speed is quite literally money. The faster you can test offers on the right product, the faster you learn and the faster you'll be able to strike gold. If you're stuck tinkering with your store for weeks, guess what? You're not making sales. You're not learning anything. You're just hiding from the market because you're scared of failing. And that's why you can have a website like the one I just explained set up for you in literally minutes by using my AI store builder. This is a fully optimized, high converting store in literally 5 minutes. No more fake progress, no more busy work, just a clean and simple website that's set up and ready for you to go to make a few small tweaks with and launch immediately. And we are constantly improving the store builder and taking all of the frameworks and all of the proven components that we know will make sales and implementing it into the theme. As I've said before, in today's day and age, the website does not matter nearly as much as you think it does. I understand that over time you want to reinvest, you want to improve the website, but all you need right now is a custom built store set up by AI that's 100% free in just a handful of minutes. And chances are you'll already blow away most of the competition by using the store that's linked down in the description. And this wasn't just built by me. I've partnered with billion-dollar companies in order to bring this store builder to life. They have millions of data points across thousands of dropshippers to ensure that these stores will actually be a real template that you can build off of and have real success from. So that's the first part of how you win this game in 2026. When it comes to the website, you have to move with complete speed, simplicity, and zero wasted time. Next, I'm going to show you how to plug in your suppliers the right way so you can avoid scams, slow shipping times, and nightmare experiences that kill beginners. So you can actually deliver on your promises and keep your customers coming back. All right, so listen carefully because this is where 90% of beginners set their store on fire before ever turning a profit. You've probably heard this advice a million times. Just find a supplier on AliExpress, import the product to your store, and you're good to go. Wrong. In 2026, this strategy will be completely dead. It is quite literally a one-way ticket to 30-day shipping times, random product quality, refunds stacking up, and payment processors holding and freezing all of your available funds. And once you ruined your reputation with angry customers, game over. Your store is finished before you've even had a chance. So here's what most people don't tell you because they've never built a real business. Your supplier isn't just shipping your products, they're quite literally controlling your entire brand's reputation. A bad supplier is the #1 reason why dropshippers fail. It's not ads, it's not products, it's suppliers. So you need to treat finding your supplier like finding a business partner. And so here's what I call the 3-layer supplier system to ensure you do precisely that. Layer number 1 is use the AutoDS network. AutoDS is a revolutionary company that was recently acquired by Fiverr, a billion-dollar publicly traded company. They are by far, hands down, the #1 best dropshipping supplier in the industry. There's nobody else that comes close to the level of detail and attention they've put into their product. You can source quite literally any product. In one click, you can import that product directly to your Shopify store and have it build out the entire landing page for you. And in just one more click, when you start to have orders, you can send out all of your products directly to your customers, included with the tracking information so they can see exactly where their product is. They not only have warehouses in China, but also across the US, which means that you can get lightning fast shipping to your customers, and they triple check every single order before it goes out. On top of that, they have 24/7 support. So you can reach out and ask them questions like, how much order volume is this product currently doing? Should I add it to my store? You want winners straight from the source? There's no better way to tap into a network that services thousands of dropshippers and has all the data behind the scenes of exactly what's working. In fact, they even recommend you the most viral and data-backed winning products every single day that you can import to your store in just a touch. So layer number 1 is getting set up with the AutoDS network. They're also integrated into the store builder because they're one of the partners, which will be linked down below in the description. And layer 2 is volume validation. So actually reaching out and ensuring that the product is on an upward trajectory and it's a good product to be adding to your store. Now, layer 3 is optional, and this could be a private agent transition or working with AutoDS in a more one-on-one capacity. You see, once you're consistently hitting about $30,000 or $40,000 per month in sales, transitioning to a private supplier or working deeper with AutoDS can cut costs, customize your packaging, add logos to your products, and scale to new branded heights. That's how you go from dropshipping to building a real brand, and it all starts with making sure you have the right supplier in place to work with. So most people will keep selling you the fantasy of quick money with random ass suppliers. I'm giving you the roadmap to survive past your first 50 orders. In 2026, your supplier is your business. Treat it like a partnership and not a gamble, and you'll never have to apologize to your customers again. So now we've got the product, the store, and the fulfillment locked down. The last and most brutal part, getting sales. And this is where everyone burns through thousands of dollars because they don't understand how to get attention in today's content-driven world. Let me show you how to fix that next. So, the brutal truth about ads. And I hope you guys can see how passionate I am about setting you on the right path and keeping it real with you guys. I'm not trying to sell you a course, a mentorship, or anything like that. So yes, dropshipping is extremely difficult and there's a lot that goes into it and most people are getting wrong. But Now that you have the right idea on your product, your store, and getting your fulfillment locked in, here's where most beginners think that they're about to start printing money, but make a few fatal errors. They throw $500 into Facebook ads, they sit back and wait for some results to roll in. But let me save you some of the pain. This method does not exist anymore. The platforms are smarter, the competition is cutthroat, and you're going up against massive corporate conglomerates spending millions and millions of dollars every single day into the ad platforms to get your customers' attention. If you jump in blind, ads will not work for you. They'll drain your entire budget faster than you can refresh your Shopify dashboard hoping for sales. So instead, today, it's actually very simple. If you don't know how to make people stop scrolling, then you don't know how to make money, period. Most dropshippers still think that ads are some kind of magic button they can press, but what really drives sales is your ability to capture attention and to make strangers believe that you have the solution that they need. And this is why every private client of mine in the past, I've started them off with organic marketing. Zero ad spend, zero risk, just pure skill building. Here's the 4-step process. Step number 1, you want to order the product. And yes, you actually need the product in your hands. No more stolen, ripped content from somebody else's Facebook ad library. That died in 2024, unfortunately. We had a good run though. Step 2, you need to build your content bank. Shoot 20 to 30 different videos of your product being used in as many ways as possible. Before and after, lifestyle shots, unboxing, skits, anything that makes people feel something. Step 3, post 3 to 5 videos a day on TikTok and Reels. Use trending sounds, hashtags, and text hooks that make people stop mid-scroll. An example of this would be like, I wish I knew about this product sooner, or this $20 gadget just saved my life. And step 4, funnel that traffic to your store. Every viral post is free eyeballs, and every free eyeball is a potential sale. And because you spent $0 on ads, every sale is profit that you can reinvest back into the business. And then finally, yes, eventually you will get to the promised land of turning on ads and getting insane results, but only once you've proven that your offer sells and that you have the demand and you have the marketing angle to reach the right kind of people who will buy it. Essentially meaning you've got at least 5 to 10 sales at the bare minimum from creating organic content. Now you can pour gasoline on the fire with the ads. But again, don't just hit boost post on Instagram here and pray. So here's how we're gonna do it right. Step 1, we're actually gonna start with TikTok Spark ads. You wanna boost your best organic posts that you've already posted on the platform. That way you'll have massive social proof and likely even cheaper traffic. Step 2, yes, you can now start a low budget Facebook ad tests, and you can use some of the same creatives and marketing angles that were sales driven and worked really well for you on the organic side. And step 3, scale only the ads that prove to be profitable within the first 48 hours. Kill losers fast. No emotional attachment to an ad. It's all about creative turnover. You need to be pumping in as many creatives as possible every single week into the ad algorithms. So look, there's no magic pill. Your first sale is earned, not promised. It's the result of creating something worth buying, showing it to enough people, and convincing them it's the solution that they've been waiting for. The business model is hard. It will test you, break you, but the ones who learn how to get attention and convert it are the ones who will win. They're the ones who will wake up 6 months from now, check their phone, and see 100 orders waiting on their Shopify dashboard. And I promise you, in that first moment, when you realize that you built all of this from scratch, you created your own freedom, that's worth every ounce of the work that you're putting in today. Listen, if you've made it this far, you already know the truth about succeeding in e-commerce moving into 2026. It's not a fairy tale. It's not an overnight Lamborghini. It's hard, it's messy, and yes, you're gonna have days where you question why you even started in the first place. But here's what I know for a fact. This is one of the only games that you can play where you can literally change your entire life from your laptop and the comfort of your own home within just a few months if you're willing to fight for it. And that's what I want for you. Not hype, not fake screenshots, not some Lamborghini dream, but the real thing. Freedom that you built and that nobody else handed to you. So here's what to do next. First thing, go to the link in the description and pick up your AI store builder. This thing will also come equipped with a full course that goes into detail on some of the subjects that I covered today. Step 2, you can also check out this video that I'll put up on screen, which is an 8.5-hour full guide that's worth more than most people's paid courses, and it's completely free here on my YouTube channel. Now, if you're serious, taking these 2 steps alone will put you light years years ahead of every other beginner trying to make it work. I don't want you just watching my videos though. I want you to look back 6 months from today and say, that was the day I stopped waiting and actually built something. If you're with me on that, hit subscribe, comment down below. 2026 is my year. Let's lock it in, and I'll see you guys in a week. Have a good one. Peace.